Well, good morning, everyone, on this very rare and unusual time period known as the Austin rainy season. My name is Eric Ignatowski. I'm your lady here this morning. This morning, we're called to the spiritual community of hope, courage, and compassion. So let us begin. We often start our service with the ringing of the singing bowl. Today, we're going to try something different. It's a community ringing of the singing bowl. So we're going to, on my count, go bong as a group. So ready? Yes. 3, 2, 1, bong. Cool. Hey, more in tune than I. Whenever this fellowship gathers together, we light a chalice, symbol of the light of truth and the warmth of love. This morning, our opening words are by Reverend Jacob Trapp. We'll read them responsively. I'll read the first two lines in the white regular type, and then we'll all read together the italicized words in yellow. To worship is to stand in awe under a heaven of stars, or a flower, or a lily, or great six. Now, let us join together in singing Good Day Sunshine. Words are in your handout.
Good day, sunshine. Good day, sunshine. Good day, sunshine. I need to laugh, and when the sun is out, I've got something I can laugh about. I feel good in a special way. I'm in love and it's a sunny day. Good day, sunshine. Good day, sunshine. Good day, sunshine. We take a walk, the sun is shining down, burns my feet as they touch the ground. Good day, sunshine. Good day, sunshine. Good day, sunshine. Then we lie beneath a shady tree. I love her and she's loving me. She feels good, she knows she's looking fine. I'm so proud to know that she is mine. Good day, sunshine. 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 Good day, sunshine.
In the life of this spiritual community, there are some important things to know. Everyone matters, everyone is welcome here. We're gathered together this morning because you get to meet a person only once a month on the fourth Sunday. In this room, we get to listen, to learn, to pray, to sing, and afterwards, we get to eat lunch and meet new friends. The service will be available on the fellowship's website soon. In addition to our in-person service, We also meet via Zoom on the second Sunday of the month at 10:30. And next month, the topic will be effective altruism. My speaker who's a little quirky but well-meaning. In other words, I'm going to be doing service. As a spiritual community of hope, courage, and compassion, we believe compassion is a fine thing, made even better when we give it power to actually do some good. To live out its mission and do some good in the world, the fellowship sets aside money to provide ongoing financial support to the Sunrise Navigation Center, which helps people experiencing homelessness find housing and other essential services. And every quarter, the fellowship also raises money to support different social outreach programs. This quarter, the funds are going to the Magdalene House, an Austin-based, survivor-led therapeutic community supporting women who have been sex trafficked. It's a 2-year therapeutic program that includes on-site lodging, access to healthcare services, counseling, and professional development. If you wish to contribute, there will be a basket by the door after the service is over. Thank you in advance for your generosity. And finally, thank you to Debbie White for bringing the flowers up by the cellist this morning. This morning's reading is from Reverend Linda Unger. We'll start with all of us reading the first paragraph together, and then we'll just follow the directions in the handout. Ready? Consider the lilies of the field. The grass and farmers open into acres of sky along the road. With the longing to lie down and be washed by that beauty clay, if you knew their usefulness, how the natives ground the bulbs for flour, how the settlers' hogs uprooted them, grunting in gleeful oblivion as the flowers fell.
And you, what of your rushed and useful life? Imagine setting it all down. Papers, plans, appointments, everything leaving in only out. Call to the fields to be lovely. Be back when I'm through with rain.
Even now, unneeded and uneaten, Kamas lilies gaze out above the grass from their tender blue eyes. Even in sleep, their life will shine. Make no mistake, of course, your work will always matter. It's solemn from all its glory.
It was not framed like one of these.
I'd like to introduce a long-time traditional favorite in the Union Church, Peter Meyer's Blue Boat Home. And we thank the songwriter, Peter Meyer, for giving us permission to use this song and this video in our service this morning. Let's all sing together.
I feel no motion, standing on these mountains and plains, far away from the rolling ocean. Still my dry land heart can say, I've been sailing all my life now, never harbor or port have I known. The wide universe is the ocean I travel, and the earth is my blue boat home. Sun, my sail, and moon, my rudder, as I ply the starry sea, leaning over the edge in wonder, casting questions into the deep, ship's companions, all we kindred pilgrim souls, making our way by the lights of the heavens in our beautiful blue boat home. I give thanks to the waves upholding me, hail the great winds urging me on. Greet the infinite sea before me, sing the sky my sailor's song. I was born upon the fathoms, never harbor or port have I known. The wide universe is the ocean I travel, and the earth is my blue boat home. The wide universe is the ocean I travel, and the earth is my blue boat home.
Just want to reflect on what a treat it was for humanity to be treated by fresh new pictures of Earthset and Earthrise above the moon's horizon, thanks to the crew of the Artemis Two spacecraft. This morning we gather to pray and reflect. We gather today as we are, wherever we are in our life's journeys. We gather in compassion, compassion for ourselves and all those in this country and around the world who yearn for justice, for truth and democracy, and for food, water, shelter, and safety. If some of you are feeling particularly burdened, if somehow you are feeling less than you want to be, hear these words of assurance. We need not be perfect. We need not be old. We need not be 100% all the time, or even most of the time. We need not even be right as others judge what is right. But if we gather together in love, then we are beautiful in the eyes of one another, in the eyes of the holy. We also gather to rejoice with those whose hearts are light and laughing, because for now, clouds of despondency are parted, and starlight or sunlight is shining through. Any community of faith must believe it has a higher purpose, and if ours is to do what we can to make the world a better place and help each other become our best selves, then may it be so today in this sacred space on this beautiful planet, our only home.
On July 4th, 1845, Henry David Thoreau moved onto land owned by his friend Ralph Waldo Emerson at Walden Pond near Concord, Massachusetts. He lived there for 2 years, 2 months, and 2 days, and during that time he built a small house and strove for self-sufficiency. He stated as his purpose to live deliberately with nature and study the essential facts of life. During this time at Walden, he was jailed for one night for failing to pay his poll tax as a protest against the Mexican-American War of 1846. It became the driving factor in his essay, Civil Disobedience. He also made voluminous notes, which he edited and in 1854 published as the still popular book Walden. Walden is a study of nature, a view of modern society, and lastly, a work of art. By May of 1862, at the age of 44, he would be dead from tuberculosis. The following are excerpts from Walden, as true today as they were then. We must learn, he wrote, to reawaken and keep ourselves awake, not by mechanical aids, but by an infinite expectation of the dawn, which does not forsake us in our soundest sleep. I know of no more encouraging fact than the unquestionable ability of man, he wrote, to elevate his life by a conscious endeavor. I went to the woods, he wrote, because I wished to live deliberately, to front only the essential facts of life, and see if I could not learn what it had to teach, and not, when I came to die, to discover that I had not lived. I did not wish to live what was not life. Living is so due. Nor did I wish to practice resignation unless it was quite necessary. I wanted to live deep and suck out all the marrow of life, to live so sturdily and Spartanly as to put to rout all that was not life, to cut a broad swath and shade close, to drive life into a corner and reduce it to its lowest terms. And if it proved to be mean, why then get the whole and genuine meanness of it and publish its meanness to the world. Or if it were sublime, to know it by experience and be able to give a true account of it in my next excursion. Why should we live with such hurry and waste of life? We are determined to be starved before we are even hungry. Men say that a stitch in time saves nine, and so they take 1,000 stitches today to save nine tomorrow. As for work, we haven't any consequence. Let us spend one day as deliberately as nature and not be thrown off the track by every nutshell and mosquito's wing that falls on the rails. Let us rise early and fast, or break fast, gently and without perturbation. Let company come and company go. Let the bells ring and the children cry. Remain determined to make a day of it. Carroll reminds us that for a more in-depth understanding of Thoreau, you can watch the Ken Burns documentary, Henry David Thoreau, which is currently available on PBS. In closing, she would like to leave us with these 5 thoughts from Rachel Carson, who saw and revealed the future to us. Her book, Silent Spring, argued that restless environmental destruction will lead to self-destruction. It is credited with launching the modern environmental movement. She said, in nature, nothing exists alone. The human race is challenged more than ever before to demonstrate our mastery, not over nature, but of ourselves. Those who contemplate the beauty of the earth find reserves of strength that will endure as long as life lasts. The obligation to endure gives us the right and the responsibility to know, she said, in referring to pesticide use. And last, if I had influence with the good fairy, I should ask that her gift to each child in the world be a sense of wonder so indestructible that it would last a lifetime.
Thanks, Linda. That was wonderful. It's a wonderful reading. Our next responsive reading is adopted from the Tiwa tribe of North America. I find it sometimes is interesting and helpful to learn a little bit about the source of these readings. So the Tiwa tribe is a Pueblo Native American group mainly residing along the Rio Grande and the New Mexico area with a little bit of the subgroups in Arizona. They have a rich cultural ties, agricultural traditions, maintaining deep spiritual connection with the land, operating as a resilient, community-focused society. The words for the Tiwa tribe are in your handout. I'll read the words in regular type and we'll all read together the italicized words. O our mother, the earth, O our father, the sky, your children are we. The fly our heads, we radiate the gifts. Then weave for us a garment of brightness. And proud be the light like morning. May the lattice be the way. May the fringes be the falling rain. May the order be the skin and light. Then weave for us a garment of brightness. That we may walk fittingly where earth's green. That we may walk fittingly where grass is green. Oh, our hearts, oh, our hearts. Now we have a little bit of participation opportunity. Everyone is invited to briefly share one positive thing about the environment or experience or heard about that leaves you feeling uplifted about the future of our planet. It can be anything from a bird cleaner to a technological break. And Carol will bring the mic around.
And I'll start us off. The night before last, 246 million birds flew over the city of Austin, and 2 of them came to my feeder, a painted bunting that looks like it was painted by a person on LSD, and a blue indigo bunting. But somebody else.
The rain has made everything grow so fast. I think it's been 5 days since I went out with my little electric lawnmower and it died too soon because everything was too thick. And now I need to do it again yesterday. It's amazing.
Last evening, there and did our walk down the ponds, and we came across something we hadn't seen before. Small herons. I could pass this around. I guess they're herons. But they were like, we've never seen them.
Yellow.
But
Yellow right now tonight.
oh yeah, it's so beautiful. You'd like to see. That's right.
Yeah.
So there were 5 of them. Next.
Rich and I was last week living near where there are 3 clumps and we walk around every day. And we see all kinds of wildlife. And I guess are very open prayer is that people will stop throwing trash. We pick up trash every day, and it's just unbelievable. We still throw things out of it. But anyway, that's Vera's pet peeve. You
I listen to the birds as they talk in the backyard, but to me, it's not like they're actually tweeting or singing or so forth. It sounds like words to me that say teacher, teacher, really sweet, 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 or some other things. I wrote a poem about it, but I can't recite it because I forgot part of it. But I like to listen to them anyway.
My women's group is kayaking again on Lady Bird Lake, and everywhere we look, everything is green, the trees are flowering, the birds are there.
And like everyone else, I'm thrilled for the rain and so forth. But the thing that's been nice this year, the rain has put enough green on so that the deer are not eating all of our red Spanish yuccas. So, we've reached an agreement where they eat maybe half and leave us the other half. So,
I have a quote that I really like. If there's magic on the planet, it's contained in water. And that's from Lauren Isley, an anthropologist. He wrote a book, The Immense Journey, published in 1957. And so, if we have magic in the form of rain, like we did last week, all of our neighborhoods in this area have magically transformed our gardens.
This isn't something I've seen, but something I'd like to see. I saw in a magazine the other day that many of the foxes we see here, we see foxes, are gray, that they're native. They're found in all the states of the Union. And that they climb trees. When they get up in a tree, they can jump from branch to branch. Yeah. I see foxes once in a while near dog line house, but I've never seen one up a tree, and I would love to see that.
My lemon tree in the pot, and it has survived my lacking care and had a rush of flowers some time ago, and there was not a single bee. And so I took one of Terry's, my late husband's, brushes and took 15 minutes and went from flower to flower and flower, much hoping that would result in anything dramatic. But guess what? I have a lot of little lemons started. Like, well, he's good.
All right. What I like best about nature has been shown to me lately when I moved my horse to a new place. She's the only horse there. She is around probably 15 to 20 goats and people and chickens, lots of chickens. And what I like most about nature is that they're not prejudiced against each other. They're not racial or species or whatever you want to call it. And they all get along great. It's the human problem, not the animal problem.
Thank you.
So apparently the group is leaving it up to me to make any comments on the technological process. Just kidding. Did you know that last year, roughly 99% of all the new electric generation power worldwide was with renewable sources, wind and solar. And now plant exchange. Elvira, we'll introduce the process to us.
Okay. I'm probably loud enough without the microphone. Look at that. Previously, we've had a flower communion in the spring. But last year we did a plant exchange, which was really different, but it seemed to be more lasting, a more lasting symbol of our unity, sharing, and friendship. So we thought we would do it again this year. There's no special directions. Everyone may start the exchange. Select any plant except the one that you brought. And then you may take your plant back to the table, or if you'd rather not put it on the table here, you can put it over on at the side where there are some cardboard trays. So thank you, Carol. That's much more convenient. Okay, so you all can start anytime. So you ready to go up first?
I have my eye on somebody. I am dangerous. It's giant.
There's more, you guys. Anybody feel taking off? Okay, they'll be in the back if you want to take them and head out.
The plants will be available in the back. And now for the closing words of our ceremony this morning. This morning's service ends with the extinguishing of the chalice and with these words, which we'll say together in unison.
As we leave this sacred place, may we carry its light within us out into the world and into the next phase of our lives.
Okay, so now we have conversation and lunch after the service here. If you want to make a donation for the lunch to help cover the cost, feel free to do so, but it's not at all required. And we'll distribute the menu soon, rearrange the chairs so we can all get together and enjoy some food and conversation. Thank you very much for coming.